In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to be a good mentee. Whew. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Afzal Hussain. You can find out a bit more about me through the social media links below, or you can check out my website, which is www.afzalhussain.com. Previous videos we talked about how to find a good mentor and what makes a good mentor. So today we're going to be talking about how you can be a good mentee. Now, being a good mentee is something that not many people think about. They just want to get a mentor who can help them, but they don't think about the other side of the equation, which is how can you get the most out of the mentor-mentee relationship and just be a good mentee so that you can benefit from the mentorship that your mentor has to offer. So first and foremost, it's very important to get the most out of the relationship. You want to show your mentor that you are motivated to succeed. You want to do well. You want to outperform. You want to be open and honest with them so you can share your goals. You can share your aspirations. You want them to develop a sense of trust with you. And the reason you want to be motivated and honest and open and trustworthy and show them that you're serious about this mentoring relationship is because if you show them that you are investing, yourself into the relationship, they are going to be more likely to invest a lot more of their personal time and their mentorship to you. So it's kind of a two-way process. You need to kind of take a step forward in order to ensure they kind of take their step forward as well. So make sure you do those things, and most importantly, make sure you are showing them that you have a willingness to learn. Second point to note in order to be a good mentee is understand that the person that is mentoring you is a volunteer. They're volunteering their own time to help you. They don't need to do it, but they are deciding to give you, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, every week or 2 weeks or every other month, whatever it might be. Time is very precious, especially the more senior you become in your career. You've got a lot more things pulling on your time. So for them to dedicate their time towards you has to be appreciated. They don't need to do this, so don't take it for granted. When it comes to mentoring relationships, the mentee should always be the one that takes care of organizing the meetings. So, you are the person that's mentoring you is doing you a favor. So they shouldn't be the one running around chasing you. What time works for you? Is this time good? And sending email calendar invites. You should be the one organizing the meetings. Mentor-mentee meetings shouldn't be every week or even every other week. If you're doing an internship, maybe every 2 or 3 weeks is good. But in general, if you're in your career, you should meet with your mentor maybe every other month or even once every 3 or 4 months. So because you don't want it to be too frequent, because you might not have as much stuff to talk about, and that's fine. But the most common time period is every other month or quarterly. So take responsibility for organizing those meetings. Obviously, make sure you are taking into account their timetable and always make it convenient for them first and then you. One thing that's very important, and a lot of mentees that can annoy their mentors do this, is make sure you are respectful of the mentor's time. So if you've got a meeting coming up in a few days, if you realize you can't attend that meeting or make it, make sure you give them a heads up. Let them know at least 2, 3, 4, 5 days in advance. The sooner you can let them know, the more they will appreciate it. The last thing you want to do as a mentee is cancel on your mentor on the day of your meeting or a few minutes or a few hours before your meeting. That is it's disrespectful of their time, and they won't, they might say, oh, it's fine, no worries, but inside they're going to think this mentee needs to fix up, or it's just not a good look. So you don't want to do that. Very, very important point. Always, for every single meeting with your mentor, you need to prepare an agenda. This is a list of these are the list of things that I want to talk to you about today. So you want to prepare an agenda. So you can go to your mentor meetings with a list of things that you want to touch on or cover today. So you go to your mentor, hi, blah, blah, blah. I've created a list of things that I want to talk to today. It would be great to touch on X, Y, Z. The reason why you want to prepare an agenda, one, it gives you a plan of action. It gives you a list of things to go into a meeting and talk about. 2, it shows your mentor that, okay, this mentee is taking this seriously. They are thinking ahead of the meeting. They're putting down a plan of things that they want to talk about, and they're coming to the meeting well prepared. So that's always a good thing with your mentor. And 3, it just allows you to have things to talk about in the meeting with your mentor. You don't want to meet with someone for 30 minutes or an hour and not have anything to talk about. So having a plan allows you to guide that conversation. And then obviously there'll be room for Q&A or just small talk, but it's always good to have that plan or agenda before you go in. After you get through everything on your list that you wanted to talk about, it's always important to ask questions. In a mentee-mentor relationship, the mentee is there to guide you and give you advice, but you need to kind of prompt them. You need to be open, be honest, be transparent. Don't worry too much about, it being very formal. It's meant to be an informal, conversational style catch-up or meeting. And so make sure you have a few good questions for every meeting. That could be personal related or career related or whatever it might be that you need help on, that you think your mentor can help you with. Make sure you ask them good questions. As well as asking questions, you should tell your mentor what you want from them or what you need. Your mentor is going to be a few years ahead of you, and they're going to be, they're going to have experience in a specific industry or maybe lots of industries throughout their career, right? So see how you can use their experience or leverage their life experience and work experience to help you. Make sure you leverage your mentor's experience and expertise and tell them what you want. It's just easier to tell them what you're after, what you need help with, what you don't know about or what you want to know about, rather than just wait for them to prompt and then they might never ask the right questions. So tell them, be open, be honest, tell them what you want from the meeting or from the mentor-mentee relationship and leverage their experience and expertise accordingly. Last but not least, be human. End of the day, be yourself. If you've got to the stage where you've got a mentor, chances are you both clicked and you both kind of relate to each other and you understand each other. You want to be comfortable in your own skin. You don't want to be faking it. You don't want to be faking a persona. You want a mentor who is comfortable with you being who you are, and vice versa. And those are oftentimes the mentor-mentee relationships that you and the mentor can gain the most value from. If you found this video useful, do give it a thumbs up. It will mean a lot to me. It will help the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have subscribed, thank you, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. And I will see you in the next video next week, Wednesday at 5 PM. Peace.